So you might ask, what is this? It is a big box for a fireplace. What's interestingly enough, this particular client brought a picture to us as a design inspiration, and we actually had the framing for the fireplace, which is right here, about what kind of box that we need framing wise. And we actually hand drew out elevations to say, okay, what are we working towards? We have some shelves on this side, we have some stone that's gonna go there, we have big TV, big linear fireplace that'll go here with, this is labeled as blackened steel. This is labeled as a blackened U-channel mantle. These columns are stone. Right in the middle of this area right here will be acrylic painting of some sort, a really heavy, dense acrylic painting. You're gonna end up with your shelves on this side right here, and you'll notice that we have the dimensions about where each shelf is gonna go. And we got the side elevation dimensions right here, which show that this hearth is gonna stick out this far, this stone is gonna stick out here, so the hearth is actually gonna be a little proud of the stone. The mantle in this case is actually gonna be slightly set back from the stone column right here. Also shows a top-down view about what we're trying to accomplish here. All these little drawings, a meeting with the client, meeting with the interior designer, drawing up some hand sketches from an inspiration that the client had, knowing the exact fireplace that we're putting in here, getting together with the framing contractor to make certain that we are framing this all correctly so that it all comes together as this vision. Once this is done, this is gonna have a stunning look to it. Again, it may not look like much now, but there's a lot of time. I will say that there was probably a good 15 hours of just study, drawing, envisioning what the client is trying to accomplish in this project right here. Now we're actually installing the fireplace, making certain that our mantle, or our hearth rather, is actually gonna line up with the glass, because the inspiration picture that we actually showed was that all we're gonna do here is see the glass. So I have Tony here, who's installing the fireplace. Tony, this is a custom fireplace, and I think they make them particularly for each order, correct? Is that what these are?
Right, yep. It's, they manufacture it after the order is placed to the specifications that you request.
Okay, so you don't just go out and buy these at a store or whatever, but you actually order them custom how you want them, and then what brand is this?
This is made by FPX Travis Industries, and this is their Da Vinci line.
Da Vinci line, okay. Yeah. And so do you do many Da Vinci fireplaces?
We do a fair amount of them.
Okay.
Yep, obviously higher end homes. And when the application fits for the design, it sometimes requires a fireplace like this.
And this one's more of a linear, a little bit more of a contemporary design. So this opening right here, is that all going to be glass then?
Yep, it's actually, this one has 2 layers of glass. One is to avoid having a screen, cool air washes between the glass so that you can not burn yourself when you touch the outer glass.
Oh, so in this one here, you could actually touch the outer glass and you're not going to burn your hands.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So how does that work? So there's cool air that goes in between. Where does that heat go?
Well, this is just a layer of glass about 4 inches back from the front layer.
Okay.
In between those layers, your combustion air comes in the pipe, washes and cools the glass, goes underneath, and then is used for combustion and goes back out the exhaust.
Okay, so these pipes that you're putting in here and these big, these big louvers here, they're going to be on the outside of the house, and basically, is this what's going to bring in fresh air, and is one going to exhaust it out then?
Correct. Yep. They'll both look the same. One will have exhaust heat going out, the other have combustion air, cool air coming in.
So this actually won't, like a lot of fireplaces actually heat up a house, and they use it almost as an optional heater. Mm-hmm. This one actually won't throw off much heat then, because you're dissipating it outside. Is that correct?
Right. Yep, that's the design. The glass will be warm,
okay,
but it won't be hot.
So it'll give off a really nice, number one, fire look, but more importantly, it'll actually keep the ambient temperature in your house at whatever you set it at, instead of actually this being something that's going to warm your house up.
Yes, with this particular unit, it's more decorative.
Okay.
And you'll still get some warmth from it, but it's designed to expel it out so you can run it for a longer period of time without cooking out your room.
When we came out originally without the fireplace here, we actually had the hearth all framed. This is such a big unit. What Tony had to do was actually dismantle the hearth and actually slide the unit in there. But what's interesting here is when we put this back together, and Tony and I actually measured it this morning, we actually have our hearth exactly where we need to be so that when we put our steel over this hearth area as the kind of the bottom plate, so to speak, that 1/8" metal that we're gonna put over the hearth will actually match up evenly with the glass. So the only thing we're gonna see is the glass all the way around. There won't be any stone, it'll just be metal there. It's gonna have a super cool look. Now, this is in the early stages, so this is all planning, right? Wait till it's done. We're gonna see if we actually meet our criteria at the end.